Living Alone Diaries, alone but not lonely. Good morning, my lovelies. For those who are new, my name is Nikki, and I welcome you to my channel. Speaking of which, I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and at the time of this recording, I am currently at 361 subscribers. If you like what you see, subscribe and join my community. Now let's dive into a day in my life. I'm actually really excited to get ready today because I received a gift of a North Face jacket from my mom. I've always wanted one. And Toronto is a city with temperatures in the -20s during winter. So this coat is the perfect addition to my wardrobe. Like I mentioned, winters in Toronto can be really frigid. So I've pretty much had a steady rotation of sweaters and thick tights for my outfits every day. I start work at 9, so I wake up at 7 to give myself enough time to get dressed and to pack my lunch. Yesterday was my fast food day, and I ordered a pizza, so I didn't prepare a lunch for the next day. So as a plan B, I grabbed one of my favorite frozen meals. On the days when I cook, I always make 2 portions so I can have the second one as a packed lunch for the next day. I don't know about you guys, but I find that it can be a real challenge to remember to drink 8 glasses of water a day, so I always pack a water bottle to sit on my desk as a reminder. In addition to having water, I always make sure to take my vitamin D drops in the morning to give me the energy I need to get through the day. It's -sweet 16 today, which means I've got to pull out all the stops and wear my hat, scarf, and boots. Dealing with wind chill is no joke. If you don't protect your face, you risk freezing it off, and that's no bueno. As you could probably guess, winter is not my favorite season. Spring and summer is where it's at for me. Spring for my birthday, and summer for warm weather. But in the meantime, I'm going to make the most of the day before me and be as prepared as possible. I can't believe I didn't edit out my struggle, but I did promise that this video would be raw and unfiltered. Have you guys ever heard of SAD? It stands for Seasonal Affective Disorder, and it's a type of depression that happens specific times of year, especially in winter. With the cloudy weather and overcast skies we've been having in Toronto, I've definitely been experiencing SAD. In my case, it's the lack of sunlight and low energy that hits home for me. Nevertheless, when there's a will, there's a way, and I stay above it by taking walks. It's really therapeutic for my mind. Speaking of walks, guys, your girl has got a commute before her. In order to get to work, I have to take a bus, a train, and another bus. I live outside the city core, which is why my commute has so many layers. I love where I live though because of its proximity to public transit, grocery stores, and rent under $2,000 a month. If you know, you know. I've only recently moved to this community, but so far everyone I come across has been friendly, so I give God thanks for that. Another reason I wake up as early as I do is because the transit system is unpredictable. In a moment's notice, a train can go out of service and have everyone exit onto a crowded platform, or worse yet, have to rely on crowded shuttle buses to replace the route of a train. On this day, though, God shined his favor upon me, and the commute was as smooth as butter. Since I didn't have breakfast at home, I can make a quick stop at Tim Hortons for a bacon English muffin without cheese and a medium coffee with 2 milk to bring to work. I love that you can have unlimited travel for 2 hours on one fare on the transit system, so I can hop right back on to head to work. I work in administration, which means lots of paperwork, phone calls, and emails. I'm grateful for it all though, because this job was an answered prayer from God when I was experiencing unemployment. I can still recall all of the applications and emails I sent in search for a job for months, only to receive no reply. I've happily been in this position for 3 years now. With a day's work done, it's time for the commute back home. After work, I usually walk to the station instead of taking the bus, since I don't have to be in a rush. And this helps me to get my steps in, which I track with the Adidas running app. I like tracking my steps with the Adidas running app because they convert your steps into points that you can use to get discounts on Adidas clothing and shoes. I highly recommend it. This view is one of my favorite sights while commuting by train. I like the tranquil scenery, the beauty of nature in spite of the winter snow, and the feeling of exploring a forest in the middle of the city. One walk, train, and bus ride later, I finally arrived home. I'm still getting used to using a fob key to enter the building, as I've only recently moved to my first apartment. Home sweet home. I can't wait to unwind after a long day. I did my groceries earlier in the week, so I already know what I plan to have for dinner. I like to keep everything organized so that nothing goes missing and my apartment can stay tidy. I give my North Face 10 out of 10 for keeping me warm today. Now it's time for dinner, and the star of the show is salmon. I don't like the smoky seasoning from the grocery store, so I plan to lightly wash the salmon to get the smoky taste off, so I can add lemon instead. My salmon recipe is pretty easy. I just preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, drizzle olive oil at the bottom of an aluminum tray, place the salmon with the lemon wedge on top, and cook the salmon for 12 to 15 minutes. And voila, this is the final result, and I was so hungry I didn't have the patience to do more than take a photo. It was delicious. As a Christian woman, it's important for me to spend time in the Word, which is the Bible, to ensure that I'm building myself up spiritually. I've been spending a lot of time in the book of Proverbs, and I love Proverbs 3, verses 5 to 6, which reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight." I find this to be so profound and encouraging to know that I can place my trust in God and He'll lead me accordingly. And that's all, folks. Now I'm getting ready for bed with the help of Colgate, Oral-B, and Listerine. I appreciate you tuning in and would love it if you could subscribe to my channel for more. Take care, and I hope to see you soon.